Hi, BCC Church. I wanted to share a little bit about myself. My name is Sherry, and basically, I grew up in a Christian home, but it did not come without its share of problems. My relationship with my dad growing up has not been a great one. It skewed my relationship with God a lot because I saw God as a punisher and someone who was disgusted with me. And I thought that God was always disappointed in me and I was never good enough. I felt like I could not wrap my brain around God being a loving father because of the constant toxic criticism and the constant disapproval of my earthly dad. My dad was a man who was wounded as well, and he just was not self-aware as to what he was doing to his children. As I got older, our relationship just got from bad to worse, and in turn I felt like the wounds of my childhood led me to a very heavy depression and anxiety in my life, to the point where in college it had come to a head where I wanted to end my life. I was just trying to look normal and happy on the outside, but on the inside I wanted to end it every day. I would try and numb my feelings and just distract myself by drinking and partying and just doing anything so that I didn't feel the way that I would feel every single day. But none of it worked, and everything just felt empty and meaningless. And I constantly wished to die. And I asked God if He would just do me the favor of taking me out. Death seemed to be a constant friend in my life. Having witnessed many tragic deaths over the course of my childhood and into my adulthood, I felt like people around me were always dropping like flies. And I also battled different childhood illnesses that I felt like almost took me out. And over the course of my teenage and adult years, I was in 10 plus car accidents, and I just felt like death was always knocking at my door. And it seemed that I hit rock bottom in my early 20s in college, and I just remember being in my dorm room one day, just crying out to God, asking Him, if you are real, can you please make yourself known to me? And in that moment, God met me, and I just felt His love and His presence wrap around me. I was, for the first time, I felt that God wasn't disappointed, and that He didn't hate me, and that He loved me so much. And I was able to believe truly for the first time that Jesus had died just for me. And at that point, I just felt this weight of depression and anxiety just lift off of me, and I felt 1,000 pounds lighter. And from that day, my perspective on life changed. I felt that I had hope. I knew when I died where I was going. I didn't fear death anymore, and I didn't feel empty anymore. I just came to that realization that God was my Heavenly Father, who loved me despite my hang-ups and my issues. And now I know that I have Jesus to walk with me every single day of my life. Through all the messy things that I face each day, my own thoughts that I battle with, the things that I struggle with, I know that He is with me and that I'm not alone. So things don't have to be perfect, but they are so much better because He is walking with me every single day. And through all these ups and downs, God has been the one that I cling to, especially during these uncertain times. And when death seems to touch me again and again, I have come to declare this one Bible verse over and over in my life, and that is Psalm 118, verse 17. I will live and not die, but proclaim the good deeds of the Lord. I'm not fearful of death anymore because I know that no one and nothing has a say over my life. No one can take me until God says it is my time to go. Thank you, BCC.